before Majestic came along. So yeah.
So how do you think is your tool mostly used? I mean, do people really use it as an end user, like as an SEO, or are they mostly aggregating data into different tools, or are they mostly agencies that have their own tools?
So we
have insight into that.
We got 3 or 4 different types of people. What we haven't got really is the mum and pop business that has a restaurant and they need to get links and stuff. They would be either pretty dedicated or pretty mad to use our tools. They would go to one of our data suppliers, so one of our reseller suppliers, so like Raven Tools or LinkDex or one of those kind of people, and that would be a better fit for them because
LinkDex is what?
LinkDex is a UK company that also.
It's like DIY SEO, I guess.
Well, like those sort of things.
Okay.
Yeah,
I get
absolutely. It. Yeah, so we have the reseller API people that are building tools. We then have. I'd say the next big thing is I'd say hardcore SEOs, the kind of people that have a conference pass ticket to here, and that whether they're in-house or whether they're agency, they would use our data. And more and more we're just trying to convince them that we are the best data set. We know we are. We just got to let everybody else know that. So my marketing hat coming out.
Yeah. Do you think there are probably other big data sets that you're not aware of?
Well, there's Systrix, there's Linkscape. There's also Eric Ward is doing some stuff. I'm not quite sure what he's doing there, but he hasn't got very large.
Somebody pops up and says, I got a $1 backlinks too. Out of nothing?
I'd be highly suspicious.
Right.
I would be highly suspicious.
Okay.
Because they would have in order to get that without us noticing, without the world noticing, they would have had to have done it without revealing their
Can you crawl and be blocked?
Yeah, well, yeah, absolutely. We obey robots.txt, so
you do?
Absolutely, yes. So
do you think that is an advantage if you're a linked database?
I think,
or is it just out of moral reasons?
I think it's a moral reason. You want to obey robots. We want to do this job properly. We don't want anybody to have arguments. In fact, we have the best best identification for crawler of any of the crawlers out there, because we use distributed crawlers. People can come to our site. Our bots can come from any IP number. We don't know what IP number they're coming from. So in order to
so they're from the cloud or something.
Which means that people can fake our bot, and they can come from an IP and pretend to be our bot.
Okay.
So what we have is, if you go onto Majestic's site and get the free account and use the API key, we can give you a handshake basically to prove whether or not it's the right bot.
Just as a play of thoughts, I've never, of course, do such things, but imagine I was somebody, earning out of getting people links.
Yep.
Then I can hide away all my sites, and then I'm not endangered by competitors of my clients of them finding my links. Is that correct?
Yeah, kind of. But of course, just because you've blocked all your sites doesn't mean to say we don't know all the links into your sites.
Sure.
We can see every single link into your website. So,
but if I blocked, if let's say site A is getting the links.
Yep.
And site A's competitor wants to analyze site A's links, and I am site B, and I've blocked your bot via robots. You cannot see the links from site B to site A, right? So a part of the competitor links that are blocked by robots, those cannot be analyzed.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Do you know how many people block you? Do you have some kind of experience? Does anybody care at all?
We do obviously make a note of the robots. The number of people that are using robots.txt for stopping us is very small at the moment.
Okay. So did you try to analyze those cases that why do they hate me? Why do they block Majestic SEO? What have I done to them?
It's usually a lone person out there that's selling links that's doing stuff. So it's probably there's not very many people that would object to the bot coming in. If it became an industrial problem, then we'd have to look at it. But
and rethink.
Yeah.
Because if the value of the bot diminishes because everybody blocks Majestic, or is it a chain of thoughts we should not continue right now?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Thanks.
We'll forget about it. So, do you do anything else besides Majestic and hanging around at conferences?
Yeah, no, I do.
You have a life?
Yeah, I have a life. I have wife and kids. Yeah, absolutely.
Do you have business?
Yeah, I have.
Business besides Majestic?
I've got a consultancy in the UK, which I don't get as involved in as I used to. But
so
we have
got employees working.
Yeah, we got 15, 20 employees of Receptional, which is a consultancy in the UK that's been there for 10 years.
What's it called again? I'm sorry.
Receptional.
All right.
Which has been doing for for 10, 11 years now. So that's pretty active.
So you jump between Majestic and Reception all the time?
Yeah.
Or are they located in the same area?
No, I work mostly from my office at Reception, but I'd say 60-70% of my time is spent doing Majestic these days. So the vast majority of my time, and then probably one of the other days is just doing administration for Majestic.
So what's a good thing about the agency, and what's a good thing about the tools? Why do you prefer which? I mean, let's focus on the good aspects.
Yeah, well, of Majestic.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think that
compared to the work,
the amount of cruel data that we've managed to do is just technologically an incredible feat. And
so who's the brains behind the technology?
A guy called Alex Chudnovsky, and he's a bright guy. I have to say, he's really, really clever. Pain in the neck sometimes. Geniuses always are, but he's done a really, really good job with the technology, and what we've done is managed to create scale that is really hard to copy. It's funny, you think you start with a big database system, but as soon as you get to 200-300 billion records, all of a sudden it becomes very difficult to maintain and manage on industrial systems. So we had to build all the database structures from scratch so that we could scale.
So let's just finish up with one last question, because I know you have to rush off to your next appointment. What do you think of SEOs in Germany? Or I
think they're quite clever. Okay. Yeah. They're far too clever, and I think Systrix is a great tool as well. So I think that's good. I know that they're going international, but I think they should just stick to the German market.
Great. Thanks a lot for the interview.
Yeah, thanks very much.
OM Report and Andre Alpa would like to thank you for your attention. You can get more episodes on www.OMReport.com.